All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another midweek hangout today. I figured since we actually got Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 to actually load today, we would just go fly around maybe and just hang out for a bit as an open lines type thing. So, let me just get everything else set up here. Let's see. Hey, Thomas. All right, so everything is loaded. I don't think we're gonna have same problem as yesterday with the loading queue. I'm pretty sure that's gotten fixed. I've noticed a bunch of other stream people that have been streaming the game today and have also been able to get into the simulator with no problem anymore. So it does take a few minutes to download everything, but 10 minutes is far cry better than the 8 hours or so that well, not it wasn't actually 8, but it felt like it. It was like 4.5, 5 hours to get in yesterday. Tornado warning. They're like having a flurry out. There's a flurry going on here. I would much rather have a tornado warning right now. All right, so if people want to join tonight, there is the link. But I don't really know how long this is going to really go tonight. I'm really tired today for some reason too. So we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of eating some pizza right now, and then we'll jump into the simulator in a few minutes here. Only supposed to get some light rain. Well, that's not too bad. Although I'm starting to think tornadoes are mythical. I've still yet to see one with my own eyes. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I remember when we were kids, when we went up to the cabin, we saw a tornado like in the middle of the night. It was across a cornfield, but it was pretty far away, so we couldn't really see it very well. And of course, because we were little kids, our parents were freaking out and making us go and run into the basement, well, the root cellar thing that my grandparents had at the cabin. So they would not let us stand at the window and watch the tornado. Oh, like a chair fell over. So kind of windy, eh? All right, let's see. Let's switch. Oh, we did switch screens here. So, oh shoot, forgot. I'm gonna need to pull up the chat on my phone because I would actually put this into a windowed mode, so I can move it over and still see. Maybe let's try that. Let's see if this will actually work. I'm a little hesitant to, just because I don't want things to totally screw up here. But alright, so let's see. We want graphics, display mode. We're gonna take it off full screen to windowed. Then we're keep that change, and then we're gonna bring this down to, I think it's 16 by 9 is usually what we play at, so we can see the chat. And it does not, in fact, want to switch to 16 by 9 for me. Unless there's like a... Right. Let's go with 16:9, confirm. Alright, it's not gonna... Maybe I can resize. Yeah, we can resize. Okay, so we can resize the window. We'll move this over so we can at least see our chat tonight without having to use the phone. I have to probably adjust a few things. So, alright, so we have the full screen there. Then we'll see here. This... that's weird. Usually this works a little bit better. Maybe we go like that. Just trying to get this to be the right aspect ratio so we can fill the damn window. Does not want to cooperate. Oh well, we'll have a small. couple black bars here. No big deal. Better than nothing. Then at least this way, I don't have to have the phone open. Actually, what I could do, since we're gonna have it like that, we'll make this as big as possible. $750, maybe. It's possible. FEMA's probably bankrupt though. FEMA is probably bankrupt. Not money, but they're probably morally bankrupt, so. Alright. Let's take a look at a few options here. I did go through the controls a little bit. I don't know if everything's going to be inverted still. I think I know why it was inverted on the Cessna. Now, when we get into there, I can explain why, but it's basically how the throttle works on that aircraft, and I think that's pretty much why it was technically inverted yesterday as far as the throttle control on the controller goes. Mainly because you push you have to pull out you pull for power instead of, it's just backwards. Anyway, that was a terrible explanation, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about once we get there. But if we save and go back, I was kind of looking through the world photographer thing. Looks a little weird, but I was watching some other people do a couple of the missions, and they kind of seem like a huge pain in the ass. But maybe we'll check a couple of these out later. But there's tons of missions we can do in the photography one. Then we've got instead of the there's other challenges in here. There's the flight training like last time. I think they did a little bit more for this though. Helicopters, bush pilot, gliding course. So they have gliders now, and yeah, it's pretty much it looks like it's basically the same tutorials as last time. This camera turn roll power setting. Yeah, that's all the same. I know there was an expanded like basically flight school course you could buy as a download, and I was wondering if they would actually just integrate that into the game this time. And it looks like there is a few more extra things in here. So if you really wanted to, you could take yourself through a bunch of lessons on how to fly. And I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna check that out on the stream, but I might check that out and see how helpful it actually is for someone if someone that has zero experience flying actually tried doing it. But yeah. So then we have IFR navigation, VOR speed control. So yeah, it's about the same as last time. So it doesn't really look like there's too much difference there. Hopefully they updated the training a little bit better, because last time in the 2020 it was pretty terrible. Kind of a waste of time. Pennsylvania Turnpike announced they'll be adding a exit. Should be done in 2038. Oh my god. Well, I mean, they've been working on this here. They've been working on basically the same stretch of the 494 for over a decade now. Actually, probably coming close to about 20 years. They've been working on the same stretch every summer. They'll redo the road, then like every spring they'll pretty much demolish everything that they did and pretty much redo it again. And when you drive on it, when they're done, you literally don't really notice any differences. They are finally adding in some new lanes and changing and updating the interchange a little bit from the Death Trap Cloverleaf that they had for a while, but who knows when that'll be done. I think they're doing all that because they're adding a light rail train down that area. So they have to make room for the light rail tracks. All right, then the other activity stuff is pretty much the same. We have the rally race this time, low altitude stuff in the jet, in the fighter jet. Some more landing challenges. I don't see if it's pretty much the same. Precision landing, famous, epic, and strong wind. Yeah, so it's basically the same. Actually, let's just look at one of these real quick to see. All right, at least they made different ones. It's not exactly the same ones as there were in 2020. It looks like so. I mean, we had Toronto in 2020. Um, yeah, we had Jackson. So there's a few in here that are still that are just basically carried over from the last one, but that's okay. So let's see. So what I wanted, and then we have so these two are locked: the National Championship air races and the Red Bull air races. I'm guessing these are only available in like the more expensive versions of the game, like they were in 2020. The discovery flights again, and then custom content. I don't even know what this. All right, so this is just for like marketplace stuff. Which, by the way, the marketplace does not work yet. It doesn't work yet. It's not up and running. But so yeah, so the one thing I do want to check out today is probably the career mode. And then they have the challenge league this time, so there's like weekly tournaments. So you can like be at the top of the leaderboard. It looks like each one is a week long, and then there's a couple different activities for each one. But it looks like they're just grabbing like for the tournament challenge league thing. It looks like they just pull different things from the activities page. So this is the same as the rally race. That's an activities, and I'm sure this is the same as the other fighter jet activity that's in there. So that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll check that out later too. But yeah, like I said, I really want to check out the career mode, but I think what we're gonna do is just jump into a free flight first and see how things go. I did check earlier that my escape key is working today, which is good. At least in the menus. We'll see about once we get into a flight, so hopefully we won't get stuck in a flight again. But I did notice that if you push it, it doesn't work right. It's like more of a long press. You get it to work correctly. And it's probably because we're under spec and it just takes an extra second for everything to get register. I'm just trying to eat really fast, so. Alright, let's see. Since Thomas, you're here, maybe we'll go check out Pennsylvania first. And then you guys can maybe you can tell me how accurate they're rendering out the city. So oh man, I wish we just all right, there's way too many airports on here. I don't need every single airport right now. It's Pittsburgh. There we go. God, that was difficult to find. Shut up, Thomas. It's hard to find when when there's no state borders drawn on the map. All right, let's go all the way down. Let's just so we don't have any loading problems. I think I'm gonna select. Well, I guess you can tell. We can see if the international airport looks right. So we are gonna take. We'll just go into the parking over here, the GA parking. And then some people were also saying with yesterday's server issues that a lot of people's planes were missing. Like a lot of default planes that people had that were supposed to have weren't showing up in here, but it looks like we have all the aircraft. I did say that my marketplace buy planes I bought were going to be available eventually. One of them already is the Seneca. I don't have the Seminole available yet, which is just the twin engine trainer craft. It's basically the same as this one, just set the trainer version. Um, yeah, we'll just use the slow uh what you call it. Oh, they're building a new land side. A nice. We'll just use a nice slow Cessna so we can look around and pretty much get really low. But it is kind of cool. They got the paraglider we can fly. Um, I like how this Beechcraft. Every other airplane has a picture of it, kind of close up where you can see it. And this one's just shoved way in the background for some reason. Oh, that was just funny. But this is that velocity thing that I was talking about that looked like the giant drone aircraft. But that's one of those concept aircraft that are being proposed as like a personal flying vehicle. It's in lieu of like an actual flying car. The other one is there's a couple of them actually. This one, the Joby S4. I think it might just be a concept one, but there was one that I know that they were thinking of using as air taxis already in New York, I believe it was. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, there's the other weird drone looking thing. But I think this was not this one, but this was just a experimental aircraft that's actually real, but it's pretty cool looking. It's got the pusher engine versus a ducted fan pusher engine versus a regular propeller. Can I fly a helicopter? I've never flown a helicopter in real life, so I do not have a helicopter rating. I'd like to have. Kind of wish I would have did that and I got a helicopter rating back when I was flight training, but um, I think they're cool now. But when I was younger, I thought airplanes were so much more cooler. Um, just because of the the range that an airplane has and the altitude you can go in them and everything. I mean obviously I like the pretty much land anywhere, take off from anywhere aspect of helicopters, but now I was kind of afraid of helicopters too because you always think that if a helicopter loses an engine, you're basically gonna die, but I mean it's just not the case. You can actually, I mean, it basically turns into like one of those like whirly gig toys where the auto rotation of the propeller will slow you down, um, and the helicopter body still has some lifting capability on it too. So it's actually not as dangerous as I kind of had in my head when I was younger. Here it is. This thing. I remember the Jetson one. They're already talking about. I think that was like I think there's one prototype out of this now that people have been flying. I think there might even be more. It was a couple of years ago when I was reading about this. Yeah, we'll try the eight. We'll try a bunch of different aircraft, but I also want to see if I'm curious because this is the crop duster. I'm wondering if you can load it up with like the aerosol and just release it wherever you want to, because then we can do some sterilizing missions in cities. All right, let's just shit. For now, we're just gonna do this, just make sure we have our controls set up. Then we'll switch over to something else. Alright, I'm assuming it's dark out right now. So I would like to change flight conditions, maybe. There we go. Very clear skies. I don't want to overload the computer to make sure we can run this, so Let's try to make it clear skies for right now, and then we'll make it daytime. And yep, we'll go and turn all players on. And let's see, we have live traffic, so we can oh, the other cool thing is in like multiplayer, if someone's out flying with you and you both get out of your airplanes, you'll be able to like walk up to the other person and actually see the other person's avatar walking around. So that's kind of cool. And there is in-game voice comms too, apparently. So yeah, unfortunately, they didn't add the. We still don't have a shared cockpit. So I remember I was hoping that they 2020 would implement, because they were going to originally implement a shared cockpit in 2020. I always thought it'd be fun because to just go up into a plane with Bird and help him learn how to fly too. Back in the day. So I assume we picked a parking spot, so we'll probably be starting this one cold and dark. So we'll have to start everything up once we get down the ground. But I guess we'll get to see load times now too. A couple players over here. You know, I probably should have kept multiplayer off for now, just so we wouldn't have to. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, if it takes really long, we always turn that off and try and change things. But I don't know why it's so dark. Alright, so thank God the escape key's working today. What am I doing? I don't think it's gonna let me switch the weather until we get into the aircraft. The thing is, I don't want to walk with the noise from the source. Alright, so you have to hit the right click to get the cursor back. Alright, it switch us back to real time, so we're gonna do that. Turn it to daytime so we can see what we're doing. And I don't know why the weather is like this, so we're gonna have to. Turn live weather off. Wow, this is what it looks like outside right now for you, eh? This must be the storm in the area. If it's truly using live weather data this time around and not sort of live weather, it should be snowing in Minneapolis. Alright, so that's good enough. There's gonna be an auto start here, I think. So I figured out why the engine was quitting yesterday too. Was there was One of the preset buttons on the joystick was auto start, auto shutdown. So while I was clicking a bunch of buttons, it shut down the engine. Like, issue over here. So low oil, low vacuum again. Looks like throttle is going to be actually normal today, so let's try and get this started. Just does not want to start for us today. Are we still in cutoff mode or what? Oh, not. Alright, full mix. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, mixture was wrong. Alright, so we need full mixture. It's starting to really irritate me. Is it our fuel open? Is that fuel valve maybe? I'm just gonna auto start this thing. See, it shouldn't. Oh my god. Should be cut off, right? Yeah, alright, so. makes no sense. Alright, let's do it this way. Fine. Crap. Oh, you know what? Do we have pins on here? We're not doing a full walk around. Those take forever. I don't know if they have the like the engine covers. Oh, no, they do. That's why. Alright, we just have to remove. Oh, oops, clicked off the window. We have to just remove all the remove before flight covers. So I didn't do that before, so that's probably why our engine was shutting down, because it was just getting starved. That intake was closed. Alright, let's try this again after we change our weather again. So I don't want to listen to rain. There we go. Around noonish. Do 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 do. Matter. Doesn't matter. Just gonna do a quick start. Control E to get everything started. And let's see if the game wants to cooperate this time. Alright, we have a good start. It's our co-pilot was talking to us, but apparently they are invisible and their seat is missing. Hey, Captain. Alright, so let's go to the outside view, I guess, and let's just taxi around. Gosh, this one's the brake. Thought I had this controller set up. Apparently not. Alright. You get out of the way. Use parking brake. Should be able to move. There we go. go check out Thomas's airport, shall we? We don't need ATC to clear us. We are taking off on our own. We're stealing this airplane. Mainly wanted to see if the problems we were having yesterday are gone. So just everything really quickly. Should have enough room here to go now. So just try and take off. Good deal. Alright, so we'll just go low level here for a minute. Hey Wes. Let's see the main terminal. See if it looks normal. We'll go say hi to the people on the control tower. Controls are way better than yesterday. They're actually working correctly. Coupling's inverted, and actually not terrible. It's a very empty airport. Nobody's flying out of Pittsburgh today. They do have like airline names for the nameplates on aircraft, but there's no like actual real life liveries available to the airplane, which is kind of stupid. You have to buy the liveries, which I'm not going to do. Not really looking at a player over here to harass. Okay, Wes, see you later. Let's go check out Pittsburgh, I guess. We've got some points of interest. Looks like that's what all those like pin markers are. The closest one. Yeah, I think it's just I'm pretty sure. So this one's most likely then isn't a handcrafted one, so it's just using the footprint to create the building, I guess. Is it the same as like in my area where there's just way too many trees? It kind of seems like the same thing as in 2020 where there's just trees everywhere even where they're not supposed to be. And there's too many trees everywhere. What's that say? Pittsburgh Hospital up ahead. We'll check that out. We'll say hi to the sick people. Tennis courts down there. Hey, Patrick. Where's the candy store? Play some GeoGuessr from the air. So, these are supposed to be houses. No, yeah, houses. They look like rocks far away though. There's a pool down there. Rich people with their pools and their cul-de-sac. We'll check out Pittsburgh for a little while and then maybe we'll head over to Patrick's neck of the woods and see how his area looks. His country looks. It looks like it's fairly accurate. fish on the ground. We made it to the river. Yeah, the bridges are still terrible. You can't fly underneath any of them. They're just solid blocks. Oh, look! Vulcan! No idea where we are at this point. We're just gonna follow the river. I'm assuming we'll get this on. The Vulcan is a boat. You know, higher and see the river more, or should we go low and scare the people? That's Neville Island in the Ohio River. I assume that's the city up ahead. Inside you get like this weird, kind of a weird glare. Way shitty. Those two rectangles on the ground look like, apparently those are the Great Pittsburgh rice paddies. I think to our right, I think on the ground, that looks like it's supposed to be, what, train tracks probably? Boat seems to be leaving. Greetings, boat. Yeah, I wish I would fix this so you could actually fly underneath the bridge and not have it just be this giant wall. That's basically a picture, a projection. Now I'm guessing that since we're on medium settings right now too, some of this is probably just using simplified models also, and we probably look a hell of a lot better at full resolution. But Pittsburgh also might not be one of the city that has photogrammetry in it. Let's follow the freeway. That's supposed to be the Steelers Stadium, probably. There's that yellow bridge. We're playing like geoguessr. Excuse me, buildings. That's gross. Very brown. Lots of brown. Is this a hospital or maybe? No, this is the hospital. Pittsburgh, whatever. That's got a oh man. Alright, so these markers are all helipads, so we can actually land on these for flying helicopter. That's cool. Maybe we can find a really slow airplane and try and land an airplane on top of the building. It's always fun making up our own ridiculous challenges. Like that building right there, it's pretty big. You can probably land on that one. I just don't know if the buildings are like in 2020 where you can basically just fly through them. Hey, Eric. West Penn Hospital, and then I'm guessing this one's a hospital over here too. Oh, the Children's Hospital. Hello, children. Hello. Is this recognizable though, Thomas? Does this look like Pittsburgh? Or is it, yes. Alright. Yeah, it's just taking a little extra time to render things in. And, time blocking for this. Probably looks better on this full screen. I forgot to map any kind of flap button, so we're going to have to watch our speeds and not stall. Okay. Let's get down to the street view, shall we? These are the ruins of Pittsburgh. Oh look, that target's been destroyed. Must have been a BLM riot. Still got some weird artifact in here. I'm pretty sure we did not hit anything, but okay. I just, we must have like a setting turned on where it automatically resets you after you crash. I'll have to look through settings later. That's fine. It'll keep us in the air at least for now. We'll keep looking around. Alright, looks like we started back where we were. Let's head over. I wanted to see if we could see some animals walking around. Now we'll go to a couple different cities. Yeah, you can go check out Missouri or whatever. Go check out Colorado. There's an Arabic. These airplanes definitely trim out better than in 2020 did. It seemed like you're constantly fighting it. But yeah, this actually trims out really nice. You can basically just let go. Ah, Miss Kate. We'll go say hi to Miss Kate. And assuming these are other people, or it's just oh no, these are all boats. All right, so all the boats have names. Kate is a big boat. I think when I switched to custom weather, it takes you off of multiplayer, which I don't think 2020 did. And then I suppose we can see if we run into another player. I have all nameplates turned on, so we should be able to tell if we run into another player aircraft. Let's see what this says over here. This Pittsburgh something. It does look nicer though than 2020 did. With everything clear, to the landscape's clear, the elevation's probably more correct this time. Obviously I'm not from here, so I wouldn't be able to tell. And then, but hopefully, it seems like maybe they might have landmarks better, so, because there were, I mean, one of the big things about 2020 was flying VFR, being able to use landmarks to, be able to navigate from, but the problem with that was a lot of the landmarks were just not correct near my home airport, so it was pretty much just a hopeless thing trying to do normal VFR navigation in the area. So hopefully that's a little bit better this time. I noticed like the lakes were in the right spots this time, so at least this time, at least by the home airport. Like the lake where you would usually turn in the pattern is actually in the right spot, so that's good. I didn't notice the water tower, which is usually the platform in the Portland area. That's back to the airport. And we'll see how all this lands. Flaps are mapped to the keyboard. I think it's B and B. Slow it down here. I do have aircraft damage turned on, so that's why I'm waiting until I'm in the white arc here to actually deploy. Alright, so flaps do work. if there's a monument of some sort off to our left. It was right around 7 minutes. Should have brakes now. And we do. Alright. Sort of. They're very squishy. Yeah, it's probably gonna buffer. Just because we have to stream all this data. Oh, butter. And the other thing I wanted to try was, if we shut everything down, we should get the logbook, I believe, and then that should end the flight. So let's try the auto shutdown. And we're still just sitting here, so let's try shutting everything off. Alright, it does you like in 2020, once you shut everything off, you would go with your logbook and would just log the flight, and then you would have the option to go to the world map from there, which isn't a big deal. Alright, let's head over to the other side of the world, shall we? I said, shall we? There we go. Come on, map. Alright. So what's the closest airport to you, Patrick? Germany. Wies? Let's see if we can just search for it. Oops, not X. WEEZ. Ah, there it is. And it's giving me the wrong one. Apparently, Wies is in the water. It's a sunken city. I'll have to probably look up the airport code for it. Hold on, let me look that up on my phone real quick. Wies. Not Weezer. Wies Airport is going to be... Okay, so the ICO for that one is EDLV. Commonly known as a Niederrhein or whatever, so it's this one. I'll set as departure. We're just gonna go with the runway this time so we don't have to start cold and dark. Oops. Let's take off take off from this one and head west. All right. And then we need to liberate Patrick, so we will jump into the A10. That's what Thomas wanted us to fly. We're coming to liberate you, Patrick. Wait, why didn't that save? What did I say it was? EDLV? $7,000 feet of runway? That's probably enough. So head to the left, so head west from here. We're obviously gonna have to change back to daytime.
Niederrhein Tower Hog 175 ready at runway 27 departing.
Remember I said the AI wasn't terrible? The voice AI is horrible. Kind of annoying. Set it to turn off live weather. We'll go, it's just a regular sunny day. Alrighty. What is the button to release our park? I don't know if we have our parking brake on. Where is it? Ejection. Can we eject? No, we can't. Hello, parking brake. Where? Oh, there it is. Parking brake is off. Nah, we'll go nice and slow. That's alright.
Pull up. Altitude.
Is this all farmland also in real life? Or?
Altitude.
You overshot. No problem. I wonder if I can overdo myself. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to black out. That's right, you live on the river. Alright, so I wonder if, you know what? I wonder if they have the map data. I wonder if they'll actually be able to see your house. To the left?
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Probably should have picked a slower plane.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
This harbor right here.
Altitude, altitude.
It looks like they have the houseboats, but they're not rendered in as actual models. They're just like
Altitude,
last time where it was
altitude.
just like painted on the ground.
Altitude,
Make
altitude.
another turn around there. The Janny is the boat of your uncle, really? You're to engage all vitals.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh no, we're gonna crash into those poor people's houses. The Kim Wanderer.
Altitude, altitude.
Say hello to Patrick Bungle. Could you fly over? This is a nice area. You saw your roof, really? Get much slower here without stalling out.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Fall out of the sky.
Altitude.
Alright, we did not hit that building. We're above it. Hitboxes are a little bit out of control. What is this giant building?
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Fall out of the sky when you're trying to get there. Trying to get really down there like that. Turn down the sound a bit. Hold on. Something like that. How's that? Is that better? We'll head back towards the west here. I guess we'll go check out what some of these markers are. Get closer to the ground though so you can see what's on the neighborhood.
Pull up.
I wish they would have added like a gun on here and you could actually put a bomb loadout on. That'd be kind of funny. This is the city of Boxmeer and it's gone. I have an idea. Let's actually Let's do this. Hold on. Let me go back to. We're gonna go do something a little bit slower, and we'll get a seaplane so we can land in the water. Let's use the icon for this. Ouch. One thing that's kind of annoying is that it doesn't save your weather and time setting.
Leader line tower icon Delta. 6 Zulu Foxtrot Delta ready at runway 27 departing straight out.
I need to set up a. I need to set up a button for a parking brake. There we go. Now we'll be able to get a good look at the harbor. Alright, so with the almost neutral trim here. We don't need fuel. Our plane our plane runs on hopes and dreams. I guess I can just let go of this thing and pretty much flies itself. Follow the river. Let's say hi to the neighbors. You know, at least the buildings look kind of European-y this time around. I remember like when 2020 first came out, like all the buildings were kind of like the same no matter where you were, like the procedurally generated ones. So at least They kind of made them, like the houses look kind of like more European-y architecture. This should be Afaden, small village. Small village, big warehouse. So, we'll go do it. Got some people that actually were flying an Icon in trouble. They went and buzzed a boat. That boat was apparently empty. The Pier 2. Pier 1 was lost with all hands. Empty cargo boat. That was a ferry. I think that. Oh, I didn't look at close. I think they rendered it in. It's like looked like a fishing boat or something. What does that say? Like Gratim? Like Gratum? Mazenberg. We are bringing you waffles, Patrick. Waffle delivery. Last time, well, 2020 was using map data from 2016. When it first launched. So I think it's probably when they first started creating the game. That's when they started making 2020. So they started working on 24 and 20. I want to say like 21 or 22. So I'd assume like map data is probably from around there. Bridge. Can't go underneath this. Yeah, there's still some weirdness where roads like go into the water. There is still some rendering weirdness from the map data, but it's not terrible, I guess. Oh. You know what? I must have the mute button mapped to one of the buttons that I'm using for this game too. So the mute button for OBS must be either B or N, or the slash button. That's all I've used on the keyboard so far. But what I was saying was I'm gonna keep this at full throttle. We should be able to. So I want to see if I can damage the engine and have it quit on us. I do have like aircraft stress turned on to realistic, so after about 20 minutes we should start damaging our engine. I don't even think it's that long. I think it's like I think this one has like a max power setting of like 10 minutes or something like that that you're not supposed to exceed. Might even be less. Looks like there's a glider airport up ahead. Glider airport in Malden. Some more fields. And then there's a helipad just past the glider field. Oops, wrong button. There we go. The terrain from above is very accurate. Just generated buildings such as are a bit hit and miss, but definitely not bad at all. That's cool. And I think a lot of people were saying that like the map data was a lot better this time around. They're calling it the most accurate world simulation. Oh, there's the looks like a, let's say RAB, something RAB Bowen University Medical Center. Radboud Hospital. That's where you were born? Almost in Nijmegen. Close-up look of the hospital. Greetings, sick people. So since there's a helipad on that one, I'm assuming that the entire building's gonna be solid, so we probably could land on top of one of these buildings. At least one of the ones that has a helipad on it. Yeah, trees are a little, I'm assuming, are a little bit out of control. Like in 2020. I feel like they just use trees to fill space. I don't even think we can get down to road level. We'll probably run into a tree. The Panakukin boat. Panakukins are delicious. Oh, windmill. We used to have a Panakukin restaurant around here. I used to like to go to on my birthday. So we get a free Panakukin. Oh, that's a pretty sunrise. I forgot what time it was set it's at. Oh yeah, probably because that is the east, so that's a pretty sunrise. Encoding overloaded. That's what my OBS is telling me. Oh no. Everything does run really smooth. A lot smoother than 2020. And again, I'm just really happy that this actually works, since technically, according to the minimum specs, we're under spec for this game. So, if anyone's watching and wants to know, even though the minimum says an i7, I'm running this on a fast i5, and it's working completely fine. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna test this out and see how well this plane can fly by itself. I have to go rescue a bird. Alright, hold on. Let me trim this out so we don't just crash into the ground. We should be able to just port this while I'm on. So long since you played Flight Sim was 2004 version. The most fun you had in 98 and 2000. Yeah, I used to get the new version every year for a while, and then I think the last version I got was the one before Flight Simulator X, and then I never bought that one. Well, I ended up buying it like years and years later. There's a traffic jam of cargo ships down there. Some of them are clearly just beached on the on the shoreline. Normally, all these games also have are available also on Linux, but this one didn't have Linux listed. All of our next markers are pretty far away, so let's keep heading towards the one in front of us, probably. I guess we can head down to the river and go check out this town over here too. You know, I wonder if they added in the power lines this time. Oh shit. I don't think I did. No idea where we are. Me neither. Like I think that would be nice if in like the middle of cities, they just, if you wanted to, you could have like a city marker, a name marker that they would plop it in the middle of this, in the middle of all the different towns, so you, and with the town name or whatever. That'd be nice. Might could take us down for closer. Druten? So the hospital in front of us to our right. And then still don't know what else is up there. So river something, I can't, it's too far away to read, but river something hospital. Heading towards Benedin and Benign Lions. Heading towards the lions. The benign kitties. Alright, so apparently they have one model for churches. So I'm fairly sure we've seen this building like 4 times now. Underlions. What the fuck? Bunch of sunken boats. Yeah, I mean, the cities will get much better once. Cause I'm assuming they'll do the same thing as in like 2020 and do like different world updates for different regions, and then hopefully that'll clean things up so we don't see the same building over and over again. Because I mean that church was back there again. Yeah, that's like the 5th time we've seen that one. Ah, panda. They look like you go underneath it. It might just be the water is painted all the way to the top. I think they all have hitboxes, but we can check. Once we get to the next bridge, we'll see if we'll do a low pass and see if it looks like it's a wall or with just the scenery painted on it of what's on the other side, or if we can actually get under it. I remember in 2020 there were a few that you could get underneath, but most of them it was just it was basically either a invisible wall or it would be just a wall, and then it would look like you could go under it because they just basically projected on the geometry of what was on the other side. As we fly extremely low and annoy all the residents of this town. We have to stay underneath the radar. We don't want Lytle to know we're in their airspace. The city of Teal. More windmills. Might as well follow the freeway for a little bit. Or the motorway, excuse me. Yeah, there's no power lines attached to these towers. The Snellweg. The A15. With a giant tree growing in the center of it. That was weird. Beep beep. Where was the roadway once we could get under? Nope, it's gonna have a wall. I like how the map on the road, there's still from like the camera, what they had from the camera, there's still like cars painted on the road. Yeah, usually when you can see a road underneath like that, under the bridge like that, it means that there's going to be a invisible wall you can't get through. Everybody else that likes to stream Microsoft Simulator likes to do normal professional flights. I much prefer reckless, illegal flying. Shit. If you follow this highway, we'll eventually get to Rotterdam. Let's see if we can get to Rotterdam before we run out of gas. We're getting kind of low, mainly because I'm using full power the entire time. probably, but we'll see. Uh-oh, it's split between left and right. Well, let's keep following the main one. I guess that's probably an exit. Kind of trying to follow the center. I'm guessing this would be like the center median, just to try and keep us clear of the trees. We could race, Patrick. You can go in the car and I'll be in the airplane just right above you. We can race to Rotterdam. Yeah, it seems like when you get really close to the cars, some of them are despawning. Look at that. They're clearly following too close to each other. Oh, shit. Those two cars are Siamese cars. They're attached at the side. I mean, this is probably normal view for Florida. We'll have to talk to John because apparently lots of airplanes have been landing on freeways in Florida this last year. Kind of wondering why they feel a need to list every one of like the ships. So I wonder if that's like part of like mission and like the mission activities that ships will have. You'll have like things to do with these things because it's weird that they put nameplates on every single like ship in the area, and they're putting like distance markers on them too. Double wide cars. Should be around Dorset now, so Rotterdam. I'm pretty sure we didn't hit anything. And then we just had to start all over again. Boo! Or I don't know where to put us. Oh well, we'll go see what this is over here. Alright, so overspeeding does register you as a crash. I was just wondering if that would happen, and it does. This is basically where we start. I think this is pretty much where we started. Oh well. Oh look, a real windmill. Oh shit. I was distracted by the giant windmill. Yeah, so the trees are a little bit out of control. I'm assuming there shouldn't be trees in the middle of the road here. Well, even in 2020, you could damn near just get all the way down to road level and just fly normally. And not run into a bunch of just random trees everywhere. Got a big interchange here. And then we're heading towards Fat Morgana on a very large freeway. I don't want to run into a tree again, so we have to get up a little higher. That way we can also see what's out around here. We'll go see what this Fat Morgana thing is. Oh, Fata Morgana, not fat. Another boat. Looks like a fishing boat this time. Can we pull up a map with M this time? Nope, doesn't. Yeah, last time it was V to pull up a map, but that's bound to the flaps default, so it's kind of weird that they changed all the key mapping too for this version, instead of just carrying over all the same key mapping from 2020. And the other thing I noticed is on when you're trying to configure a controller, it's kind of annoying because some of them are just you have to go through every button one by one and then go through every command one by one because you might have buttons doubled up. You can't just erase you can't just erase all key bindings like you could in 2020 and then just go through and assign it to what you want it to. You have to go in and change everything one by one, which is kind of annoying, so hopefully they'll fix that. Yep, I have this StreamYard link up if anyone wants to come up. If anyone does, just say so. Say so in the chat. Otherwise, I won't be able to probably hear the beep this time. Alright, so it looks like there's an airport up ahead. We'll head towards there to land. And then we can go ahead to another location and check out the scenery. Okay, Patrick. Man, the Cessna was really easy to trim out. This one is a little bit touchy. Because we don't have an autopilot on this plane, so I just kind of want to trim it so I don't have to hold on to the stick all the time and constantly adjust. I heard that. Hey, Patrick.
Hey.
How's it going?
Still haven't written things.
It's so hard to hear. If we go inside, it'll be quieter. Not really. It's actually louder on the inside.
Also, I'm not hearing game audio in StreamYard. So that means I need to have the audio sources and can hear myself. Whoop-de-doo.
I'm going to turn down the sound a little bit for me. Let's see. Master volume. Let's bring that down to around 50%. That should help. Or not. Doesn't sound like it's any different. The Albert Hospital. Oh, this is a helipad. Should we try and land on the roof?
Albert Hospital. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, that is going there.
Super slow for this. The other hospital had a pretty long run, so hopefully this one will have one too, but probably won't have enough room to stop, but we'll try anyway. We'll make one pass, and then if we miss it, we'll go to that airport that's in front of us.
Old Dutch houses? Definitely not.
Alright. We're helipad. Alright, that's way too small. There's no way we're landing on that. Alright. Oh, it's just the ground. We probably could have, but it's more fun if you can land on a building. I mean, all these are pretty big. You probably could make one of those. But they have, like, those vent things, so you'd probably end up hitting one of those and it would register as a crash. Or not, I don't think we're that far. We're what? Wow, that's... I think that says, like, 6 miles out. I can't tell what that says up in front of us. Five miles away.
Airport niemand. Oh, niemand wat.
I wonder if we're yelled at for not having clearance.
Okay.
You don't need clearance. VIP waffle delivery.
I found an airport there.
Alright, I have no idea what the runway configuration is, so we'll figure we need to follow this little waterway in, and then we'll make our turn in. Hopefully we're aiming at a runway.
The map is not showing it up.
The Newmansdorp?
Let's jump out indeed. Well. Oh, it's a private airport. That's a very small one. 730 meters runway. and it's grass.
Is it grass field? I don't even see a runway.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's this grass strip then. We want. Wheels, low. There we go. Oh, we got it. Alright. Oh, little bounce. We've arrived. Safely-ish.
Luckily, he mowed the grass.
Let's turn around real quick. I think one of the funniest things you can do in this game is get back on the runway here. I guess we're in an open field, doesn't really matter. But if we go to the inside view, oops. All right, so inside view, we go full throttle like we're gonna take off. Where's the door handle? Hold on, wait, we need to find the door handle first. 'Cause you can jump out and just let the plane go on its own.
There ain't no door.
Where is the damn door handle on this thing? We're sealed in. We can't leave.
You shall not eject.
Hello, sir. Oh shit, we're in a field. Oh, we flipped over. Alright, don't want to land again. Alright, let's head to the main menu. Alright, where to next?
To Jeff.
Let's
Or to
see.
John.
You probably go check out where near John. Oh, let's go see if we can, we're gonna need a slow plan. Maybe we can land in the middle of, what should we call it? Disney
Tampa
World.
Bay? Oh, Disney World, okay.
Okay, so there's Orlando. So Disney should be right around here somewhere. Helicopter Adventures. I don't know if they like list the. I thought they probably would. So the other one they had like all Disney World was listed on the map. You could select it. And as long as you had a super slow plane, you could land in the middle of the park, right up by the castle.
Main Street, USA.
All right, so here's the airport. I think it'd be like down here. Hey, bird. I hear you. Nah, we'll save that for another day, I guess. Alright, I'm actually curious if they fixed my city at all. Since we were gonna do this yesterday, but then we ended up just crashing nonstop, so it's. You know, we're just gonna start in the air. I don't even want to take the time to take off to set that, and then we'll do a slower plane so we can look around a little bit. We'll just go back in the little baby Cessna. That one's a little bit quieter too.
Mm-hmm.
If we can find it. What? Hopefully it saved our time and weather settings, otherwise we're gonna fix that too again. And of course it didn't. Oh, shit. It's dark out. Good God. Alright, it's not actually this dark where I live. Alright, that's better. Yeah, it is snowing out, so I guess the live weather is pretty much right. It is really cloudy. Alright, so we want this to be daytime. There we go, and then we want live weather off. Okay, let's head to the freeway. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, but there's way too many trees everywhere. So east. Alright, so this should be 494.
500.
Yeah, it is a split highway, so that's looks right. Fairview, Southdale. Actually, I don't think we got. Yeah, maybe we're on the wrong road here. I think this is actually the freeway we want. I think that's 100 that we're on. 169 or 100. Yeah, this looks more right for 494. Buildings are pretty general. That one looks right on the left. An office building. That one actually looks like it does in real life, sort of. It's the right colors. That one's pretty much right. I think this might be... Nope, don't know what that is. That's... Alright, that's the big 169 interchange. That was just rendered in weird. It's not, it's actually just like a giant interchange bridge. It's not a giant like wall like it's showing. I think that was supposed to be Highway 100, but no, that was probably Bush Lake Road, so that would have brought us to my old house. The Icon building. There's definitely not giant rocks on the side of the road right there, but that's, yep, those warehouses. That small like warehouse area looks right. And that should be the Embassy Suites right there, off to our left. The building is right, they just don't have any of the lettering on it. That building in front of it, right there that we passed, is actually, they had the logo on the building. There's Highway 100, that would bring us to my old house. And this hotel is actually where it's supposed to be. It's not the right color, but
It's not a beacon lodge.
it looks like the building. I mean, the height of it is right too, and they didn't just do the footprint, because last time was, they were all like, none of the building heights were the correct height, but this time it looks like they got the building heights correct. Yep, there's the Staples and everything. And we've got, the old office building with the, rotating that circular part used to be a rotating restaurant on top of the building. I don't know what it is anymore, but it doesn't rotate anymore. Thomas says it's hard to hear you. It is a little bit hard, but
Yeah, you don't miss anything.
hey, they got the Best Buy headquarters wrecked this time. There's Best Buy. That's Southtown Mall. I think that was like one of the first enclosed malls in the United States, if I remember correctly. And there's the PetSmarts where I go to get pet food and Best Buy. And that would have been, not sure. Probably was France that we just went over. It should be Lindale. This should probably be Nicollet then. Don't know what's going on with that weird rendering of that bridge. There's like weird fireflies near me too. What the hell? I think those are supposed to be like street lights, but they're really high up and they're just like floating in the air. We should be coming up on the airport pretty soon. And then we should be actually coming right next to the Mall of America soon too. Yep, there's the blue building. Yep, there's the giant IKEA, which they actually rendered in this time. And then yeah, the mall. Yep, they actually rendered the mall in this time. Wow. It looks like, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Like the ruins of the Mall of America right there. The old, they still have the Sears Anchor building. I haven't been to the mall in a while. I mean, I don't think there's a Sears there anymore. If it is, then that's kind of amazing. There's where, when the mall first opened, I got arrested and banned from the mall for a year because I said we threw a bottle off the top of the building, which we didn't. Wow, the roof looks actually correct at the mall too. That's pretty good. This way, let's see, this brings us down 77. We're in Bloomington now. And then this river up here is where we, back in May when we were out by the river is where this is. We were walking around down there on a stream.
Yeah, that was a fun stream.
When we flew over the Pittsburgh Arena, it had the old name from 2016, so they must still be using pretty old map data then. Oh wow, the river bottoms actually look pretty good. I think that's supposed to be the old Cedar Bridge that's sunk in the water there. That's the one that we walked across. 'Cause that's the freeway bridge, so yeah, I don't think they rendered in that old, the old arch bridge. That takes us, that would be the 494 bridge going across the river towards really nothing. And the river actually looks right this time. Last time they didn't like render in like a lot of these overflow lakes and everything on the side. Ponds, I guess, not lakes. A lot of that stuff didn't get rendered in last time. But yeah, the river looks a lot better. These should be all like the hotels up here in front of us. Right by the airport. And a really nice apartment building. Can you fly through Glacier National Park, Montana? Sure. We sure can. These are all just generic buildings. Yeah, wow, they just look like ruins. It's the ruins of Minneapolis. What happened? What calamity befell our city? Let's go see what the main terminal looks like. See if they got that right. So I think this is the extra terminal that they built. Well, it used to be the Lindenberg terminal that was detached from the main terminal, but then they added during the last big airport expansion they made it so. What the fuck is this? Wait a minute, what? That's gotta be the Lindbergh side. Alright, so where the hell? There's control tower. Yeah, okay. Minneapolis Airport, definitely not a handcrafted airport. It's definitely procedurally generated. Alright, here's our main terminal. Alright, so here's the, this is the alleyway. So where I used to work is, this would be the old Continental gates right here. TWA was the one off to our right. Until they collapsed and we took over their gate. And then all this before Northwest this was a Northwest hub originally. So these were all Northwest hubs. I mean gates. Yeah, the terminal, it's the right shape. But like Pittsburgh, it doesn't look anything like it does in real life because there's a lot more glass, and there's tons of glass everywhere on the side of the buildings. So yeah, looks like they got the shape of it right though for the most part. They had the alleyway put in. I'm not sure what the hell these buildings here are supposed to be. I think that's a parking ramp, maybe? Otherwise, it looks... I mean, the layout looks pretty accurate. But other than that... It's pretty generic looking. We can quickly head into downtown real quick and see what our main city looks like. It's odd that Minneapolis is not in flames right now. Exactly, riots. We're heading for riot town. There should be massive flames rising from the city to make it realistic. Bunch of BLM protesters. Children's Hospital. It's where I went and had my brain surgery as a kid, not as a baby, but when I was 14. But yeah, a lot of the most of the buildings are skyscrapers out here are. There's a bunch of glass ones, so everything looking so brown isn't quite right. The shitty South Minneapolis below us, that looks pretty accurate. It's pretty terrible. But yeah, the city is definitely not this brown. Can't tell what that is off to our right here. If that's that outcrop there. If that's supposed to be a building, because we definitely don't have like a weird rock jutting out of the ground over there.
If the city isn't that brown, that's maybe why they are having riots.
Well, I guess it might all just be burnt, so that's why it's all brown. Look at this. It looks like an apocalypse city. Huh. The hospital looks pretty good. From what we can see. But yeah, man, that like the 3 tallest buildings in the center there, they should be glass sided facades. And bluish in color. Welcome to Minneapolis after the apocalypse. They kind of tried doing the glass building, but it's not the right color. And that one looks to our left looks right. I haven't been out in Minneapolis in a while. I don't remember that. I don't remember ever seeing a triangle shaped building. Oh look, there. I think this is the the new Twin Stadium.
500.
Uh oh, we're about to crash into the city. Well, and there's that area of a bunch of townhouses. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot more accurate, I guess, than it was before. I think a tornado went through this area. Alright, there's the Crystal Airport. That's where I used to land when I would go visit my sister. I guess we'll just go there, and that's when we'll land, and then we'll go and check out the National Park for Thomas. Oh, and then after we land, we'll probably shut down the bird stream too before I forget about that one. So all the hens have gotten really broody. There's like 5 hens all trying to sit on the eggs at the same time. They're in a giant pile right now. I don't know how that's comfortable. And they've keep laying eggs too, so they're on like a giant pile of eggs. I need to take away some of their eggs. Usually when they get broody, they're supposed to stop laying, but they have not. But I'm thinking, I'm probably as soon as the first egg hatch, I'm going to take away all the eggs away from them, because they don't need a crap ton of babies. I just thought it'd be fun to see if they can actually hatch one of their own eggs. My luck, all of them will hatch at the same time. They'll have a ridiculous amount of babies. But I'll take away. I'm just going to, I think I have marked 6 eggs. So hopefully if we have the same hatch rate as before, it'd be like, worst case scenario would be like 3 extra babies for them at a 50% hatch rate, but my luck will be like 100% this time. We'll have 6 down here, but Right. There's that tree doesn't exist in real life. It's a nice little hazard on the runway. That one was better.
Buttery smooth.
I like how it wants me to turn off there. Yeah, we're going a little fast to turn off there, computer. We try to turn, we're gonna flip over.
Turn when possible.
Yeah, I need to set up. The only problem with these things take really wide turns, which is not realistic at all. Especially, well, I mean, you would have on this plane, on this type of plane, well, on almost all planes, you'd have differential braking. So, I just don't have that set up right now. So I just have the main brake set up. That's why we're just taking really wide turns right now. All right, this is a good parking spot.
Making a right turn.
All right, we landed safely. We were picking up a massive bundle of weed from my sister. What's the difference? End flight. I wonder if you have to. I don't know. Who cares? I was gonna say. I wonder if it's that's how it logs your flight. It's by. Oh, this. Oh, we can change time from here. Okay. Okay, so we want Glacier National Park. We're gonna need to. I don't know if it'll show up on your. If I just put. How do I spell? How does he spell glacier? GLACIER.
Mm-hmm.
GLE. Did I spell that right? GLAC.
GLA.
Oh, GLA. Oh, there's an airport there. I'm assuming it's this to the north that we want to go. What the hell is going on? Oh, there's only a helipad here. Okay. So it'll start us in the air. So we should actually be in the park then, I'm assuming. Whiskey Gap. Where's it? How do I... On the map, how do we do like... What is this advanced view? Weather layer off. We don't care about that. Alright, so satellite blend. Yes, satellite. How do we, trying to figure out how we, how I can filter things. There we go. There we go. Navids, no. Okay, we don't care. Glider points of interest is what we want listed. So we're gonna deselect everything else. So that's all we see. Well, I guess we'll do helipads and then that's it. We don't need the city names right now. Oops. Landmarks, yeah, we don't. Everything else we can turn off. All right, so now, if you like this, still doesn't like just say, hey, national park right here. Dang, since it's a helipad, it's not gonna let me start there either. We're gonna have to like start in the air. All right, let's see. Let's check it out. Go mountain flying and probably crash into a mountain. God damn it! I changed the time, computer. What is going on?
Yeah, you change it from dark to dark.
Oh, okay, so there's an airport over here. So Whitefish was the airport we should have went to. Started from, but I'm guessing we're in the park, pretty much. That's where, and once we get into the mountain area, we're gonna head towards whatever that dot is. Not the one to our left. The far, far one. That looks... That could probably be another airport, but... 'cause I haven't even seen like a point of interest marker at all anywhere. I haven't seen any animals yet either. We need to get low so we can maybe see some animals. Oh shit. Full power. Let's get this to go to level. Shut down the other stream. Yeah, they all look like they're sleeping anyway. That one's done. I guess we'll just follow the river into the... what I'm assuming is going to be the park area. I have no idea, Thomas, how to even bring up a map in this version. We can try and figure it out here. Oh, FCR, maybe this will help. No, that's our flight recorder, I think. Maybe if we go inside real quick, we can use the display. This is kind of the best map I can get right now, Thomas. I don't know how to pop it out. I still... Shit. Oh, you know what? Alright, let's go back outside. And then we can go, tab should give us a flight bag. Or not. If we go back inside, can we get the, what the hell is going on? No. I don't have an iPad on my side. Boo.
500.
We do have an autopilot on this plane we could use, but... eh. Shit. Okay, I selected that. Now let me go back to just the regular screen. What the f— Alright, so that gives us a satellite map. Yeah, this is kind of the best map view I can possibly get right now until I figure out how to pull up a map like on screen. Oh, I mean, this area looks a little national parky, Thomas. I guess not, because there's houses. I don't think they'll let you live in the national parks. This isn't Picard era. Where you can't just put a camper in front of the Vasquez Rocks. Head towards the mountains. Will do. Mountains it is. Uh-oh. I don't think we have the room to be able to clear these mountains. We're gonna have to side climb a little bit. Once we can get above these mountains, hopefully we'll be able to see the area a little bit more. I should be able to. I think I can zoom out. That's the maximum we can zoom out. So, Cessna climb performance doesn't seem to be quite right. I don't think yeah, I mean, we're only at 6,000. We shouldn't really be struggling to gain altitude at this point, especially with a full throttle. So it's not quite, it doesn't feel quite accurate. I haven't flown a Cessna very much, so I really don't know the climb performance on it.
500.
But I mean, just on the single engine I'm used to, the Warrior 2, we wouldn't have this issue. Well, I mean, we are still at 1,000 feet per minute, but feels like I'm struggling to keep ourselves from stalling out. Alright, we should clear it now. I like how they made it snowy over here, though. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Looks very beautiful.
Pretty snowy mountains. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to pull up a map. It's not like, cause in 2020 they always had like national parks, and like I said, like Disney World and stuff was on the actual map when you were doing your flight selection screen. It's just not there this time, unless I'm missing a filter somewhere. So, it's a little weird. It's pretty over here, though, I guess. It's probably gonna be pretty hard to find if well, that also might be the rendering too, Thomas. Where, like I said, they kind of go crazy with the trees. So I mean, a lot of this stuff supposed to be more rocky, and the sim is just populating the ground with trees again, where it's not supposed to. That's a possibility, I suppose. It's like I didn't even see I didn't even see a marker for when we were looking just in that area. I haven't seen like a marker for like Mount Rushmore like there was before, and like the rock formations in the desert southwest they would have listed also in 2020 on the map as points of interest. But it's weird because I filtered it out so it would only be points of interest, and I haven't seen one yet on the map. I've only seen markers for like airports so far, and markers and then obviously when we were in Patrick's neighborhood, there were markers for like every boat that was in the water.
Yeah, indeed.
There's a little town up ahead. But we could also be in the completely wrong area too. Oh look, the moon. I wonder if we can. I wonder if the mods for 2020 will work, so we can spawn in the Enterprise D again. Fly that around. It was funny because they just basically put the Enterprise D model on top of a Cessna, so it was tiny. So like when you're taxiing around the airport, when you got next to like a 747, it would just be huge compared to the Enterprise. Yeah, these are all just airport markers. Here, hold on. Let's see what airport this is, Thomas, and then if you want to look at a map and tell me which direction from the airport, we can maybe figure it out that way. That one doesn't even have a name popping up yet, though. Oh, we were getting like a red line on the engine for a minute there. I was wondering if maybe it was gonna quit on us, but never mind. There, it's giving a flashing red. Come on, engine, burn out. Let's have to do an emergency procedure. Yeah, and for some reason there's an airport below us, but it doesn't give us. There it is. What does that say? I'll have to get closer. Uh-oh. Our plane broke up. Alright, let's try that again, because I went into a bit of a steep dive and we broke up in mid-flight, and I've unfortunately killed Patrick.
Oh well.
I wonder if I can get out of the airplane from here. So I know on this one you can set it up to fly away. Oh, what? We have like boxes in here. This must be one of the planes for like a cargo mission.
So he didn't kill me after all.
We're Amazon deliveries. When you get over your house, we'll just throw your package down to you. Alright, this airport is KGPI, it looks like. Glacier Park. Yeah, KGPI. Airport N30. Does it have a general, what general direction? Airport is N307. Oh no, that's an airplane. So yeah, the airport is KGPI. Northeast. We'll aim for that that gap in the mountains right there.
Mind the gap.
I don't know why I'm so tired today. Jesus.
Must have been all the flying.
Sent a pic. Alright. We'll take a look. Um. Okay. I mean, it looks like we might be going in the right direction. Hold on, birds. I know you're hungry. Yeah, if we were going from Whitefish, it'd be easier, but since we're at that other airport, I'm not exactly sure. Go back to an outside view at this point. Yeah, I'll probably just screw around here for another half an hour or so, and then probably should call it a night. I can go to bed early. Oh wait, I wonder what that marker in front of us is. It looks a little bit different than the normal airport one. Maybe we finally found a point of interest marker. If it's an animal, we'll land and go fight the animal. Fight a bear. mean, this looks pretty national parky to me. Yeah, probably close a little bit closer to noon 1, but so probably around like 12:30 I should be ready to go. I'll try to get started as early as we can. Right, I'll try and get started as close to noon as possible.
What you doing tomorrow?
Oh, we what? Like 10, 11 o'clock his time, so he might be a little bit late. Assuming he might oversleep. Well, actually, no, I think he's usually up pretty early. The snowy peaks. Oh, no, that is an airport. God. Still yet to see a point of interest marker show up. I was watching someone fly around in Australia, and Sydney looks really nice. I think that was actually one of the handcrafted cities. But and then there was another guy that was doing like some like safari, like I think he was in Africa doing like a hot air balloon safari, which is kind of cool. Because when he was close to the ground, you could see animals walking around. Now that I think of it, now that I think about it, I don't even think they had point of interest markers on their map either when I was watching. Pretty sure that's the park ahead. Full speed ahead.
Oh, whoa, engage.
Ryan Field. It's really pretty though. Welcome to Glacier Park. Lake McDonald. Co-pilot, incorrect fuel mixture. Losing power. That we are. Thank you, co-pilot. Oh, we're gonna go find some grizzlies, Thomas. All right, let's try not to break up on. while diving down to go find some bears.
Sure, it's pretty though.
You know, I suppose even if there were like bears and shit walking around that you could see, right, they were probably moving too fast for them to even render in. I have a feeling we're gonna run to the end of this lake and run into that mountain up there. Probably should start a climb. Let's try and land in this open area and see if we can get out. There are passes through the mountains? Oh, alright. We'll see if there's... We'll see about that. I also kind of wonder if they changed, because I remember when we were flying around in San Diego last time, they had like aircraft carriers out there, but you couldn't land on top of them. They would, you just fly right through them. So I wonder if they changed it this time. So if there's any docked by the shore, you can actually land on top of them.
Fly to Alameda then.
Well, we're kind of trapped in here now. So hopefully we have a pass we can get through. Otherwise we're going to have to make a really tight turn. And hope we don't crash. And we're getting a little low on gas, it seems. That's okay, that just means we're lighter and we can go faster.
Well, you already dumped me out of the plane, so that's should have thought.
Yeah, it's a really nice park, Thomas.
500.
It's very pretty out here. Let's follow this river thing. I think that's a river. Oh yeah, Gettysburg. You can check it. The World War II sites. You can walk and go to the submarine pens. And we can take the A-10 over to the Alamo and recreate the famous air battle. This is getting a little tight. I think you did, Thomas. Yeah, it is okay. It is rocky over here. It was just covered in snow. So that looks better too. I mean, 'cause last time they had trees all the way to the top of mountains last time, which was ridiculous. So I guess this time around, at least the mountains look better. Oh, there's something. Oh, those are cars driving through a flooded road, apparently.
Melting snow.
What are you yelling about?
They are warning you of the terrain.
Beat us, you monster. You guys have food all over the place. Go eat that.
No, we want new food.
Hey, chubby bird. What are you doing?
You're talking to me.
There's too many. I think there's too many trees down here. I don't think we'll be able to land on this road. Kind of want to just find a spot to land though. So we can get out and walk around for a few minutes.
500.
That might be. This might be a clear enough area to drop down for a little bit.
To crash? Indeed.
Oh. Let's hemp fa- oh shit. I hit a tree. Come on, sneak through. Shit!
Boom.
Alright, so that clearly was not enough space. Alright, let me
Just the
up
right.
here we can find a spot. We're not sinking, computer, just relax. Oh, oh. We're clearly just going through trees at this point. We're on the ground. Alright. This is a good spot. This is the spot we wanted all.
Don't sink. Don't
There
sink.
we go.
Boom.
Alright, that was a rock, I think. Damn it! That- Shut up! That is so annoying.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, for God's sake. Hey, should I not sink? We have a positive rate of climb. Please stop, computer. Okay, A, that's not at all realistic. Well, I mean, a lot of small aircraft like this wouldn't even have that system on board, so... Oh, for God's shh, be quiet! This was a... That was the sort of thing in the last simulator, too. I was kind of hoping they would get rid of that. Or a way to turn it on. Come on, really? I think we need a plane with skis to be able to do this. And it's also because it's probably an incline too. But alright, so like crash, like it detects crashes like really easy, and it's really sensitive. So it might actually be more difficult in this sim to actually like land on buildings than it was in 2020. Or I suppose I could just turn the realism down a little bit too. We just need to find a nice flat spot. And this should be good enough. We need to get slow. Please, God, stop. Don't tell me what to do. And we are
It just wants
purposely
to make
stalling.
It just wanted to make sure that you're in a plane, not in a boat.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Yeah, I won't even let us. I don't even think it's gonna let us do it. We're gonna need like a bush plane to be able to land.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink,
500.
don't sink, don't sink, don't
Ooh,
sink.
what's that?
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Oh, just
don't
rocks.
sink, don't
I was
sink,
hoping that'd be like it
don't
was like
sink,
a
don't
weird
sink.
cluster of animals. Maybe if we just. Come on. Yeah, we're just gonna flip over every time we try and hit the ground.
500. Stall.
That was a little too fast.
500. Stall.
There, a lake. That's good. There's some flat ground. We're gonna be way too fast to do this. Alright, we're gonna go out and then come back in and try and land in this spot right in this area right here. Actually, you know what? We'll just do this like a. Actually, let's turn our engine off.
You know this is not a water plane, right?
We'll just do this like an emergency landing. Our engine just failed.
500.
Our pilot did too.
Oh my god! Brake! Brake before we hit a rock. Brake! Oh shit. Stop! No! We're gonna be launched off this cliff! Oh no! Alright, we made it. Welcome to the national park.
Well done.
Finally, oh, you know what? Let's see if we can. Let's see what if we walk. If we get out, if we can walk it ourselves into the propeller, and if that kills us.
Don't sink, don't sink.
I think I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed if this does kill me, but oh no. There. I mean, it's kind of not. I mean, in like some areas, it'd probably be fun to like get out and walk around in. We're just kind of in the middle of a mountain here, but apparently you can just, if you get out of your airplane, you could if you really wanted to, just like literally walk the entire world. But
Is there air? You don't know.
so you know that people are gonna have, because I mean even in 2020 someone did a mod for just a car so you could just drive around on the roads. Someone's gonna definitely do that again for this. They need like an ATV or like a snowmobile. We jump off a mountain. See if we can find a cliff we can jump off. Is there a jump button? There's crouch. I don't think there's a jump button though. There's sort of a run button, the holding shift, but not really. Can we fall to our death, or does it let us walk down vertical sides? Yep, we can walk down the vertical.
Now, where did I leave that plane? Oh, there it is.
I have an idea. We're gonna set it up at full power and then jump out and watch our co-pilot die.
There is no co-pilot. There are only boxes.
Yeah, that's right. Why is there? It's telling me there's our co-pilot is in a box apparently. We hate our co-pilot so much we make him sit in a box, sit in the cargo compartment. Oh, everything looks good. My head seems to be missing. Alright. Are we clear? I think we're clear. Alright, so full power.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
See you later, sucker. Dang. Should have jumped out closer to the edge. I wanted to watch it go. Oh, and it crashed. Oh, that's right. It'll just get stuck in this loop now. Because we're not in the airplane. So oh, and oh, I thought we crashed the game for a second there.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
so it's
did.
now it's just stuck in like crash loop. Our co-pilot is stuck in a never-ending death loop. Alright. Oh no.
Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say it's not letting me go to the menu screen. Oh no. Oh, you have to do it. If you don't do it fast enough, it'll. There we go. It get when it resets, it doesn't let you get to the menu. All right. Yeah, I think we'll save. Like, we'll do some activities in career mode next time. I just wanted to see if like the flight control stuff was fixed this time, and then just to kind of check out a couple places to see how actually accurate they made the map this time. And I think they did a really good job. And so far, the flight model isn't terrible. I mean, I feel like it's pretty much the same as in 2020. We haven't really done much, but really just flying a couple circles and check out a couple towns. So, and we haven't flown with weather yet. So, ooh, get points before they're gone. Shut up, Xbox. Stop trying to get me to buy stuff from you.
Yeah.
It's fun though. I mean,
Definitely.
I think the career mode will be a lot of fun. I'm kind of looking forward to trying that out. So maybe this weekend if I'm not doing it, if nobody else is doing it, I think I'll jump on for a little bit. Like Sunday morning or something, and we'll check out some of the career mode stuff. That's kind. I mean, that's what I was really hoping they would have had in 2020. Because after a while, just kind of aimlessly flying around got a little bit boring. So at least they gamified it a little bit by having actually something to do. So that's
Indeed.
definitely a plus. Yeah. So we've got. Are you doing? So I assume we're doing the feud on Friday.
I hope so, but I still haven't made any questions. So I hope so, but
Alright.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you could always do the AI ones for this week if you had to, too. Those are really good.
Yeah, right. Now I'm hopeful that I can still make questions
Mhm.
Thursday afternoon and evening, and the Friday during the day.
Alright.
I wanted to do it today, this Wednesday, but I got distracted again.
I know, what the hell? Who was that?
uh,
Jesus.
I have some other projects that I'm working on for a niece, and then I wanted to do it this evening, and I fell asleep again. And then I saw you were online, so I'm like, hey, and that's fun. So yeah,
Alright.
but who knows?
We don't have to end immediately. We can just hang out for a bit. I just didn't want to fly around anymore right now. Too tired to even pay attention to that. He asked episode names in alphabetical order based on the second word in the title. Yeah, I know.
Second word in the
Pass.
Seems like something I would do.
So I went back. I saw Mercer won Jeopardy last week.
Yeah.
That's a shock. He usually blows it on the final Jeopardy. That's why I didn't even bet very much. I figured he'd still lose. That's a shame.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that his internet went out.
Yeah, it was too bad. But I mean, maybe
So,
we'll have 5 rounds this week. So
yeah,
we'll have extra.
that's what I was wondering. So we have
We'll have
5 rounds
extra
now.
rounds to go. So we'll have to bully them into playing extra this week.
Unearned points.
Playing Jeopardy till 4 in the morning.
That I always do. We start at 3.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll be done by mid-afternoon for you.
sleep, no sleep. Fun.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Damn it.
Well, 8 a.m. when someone needs to add facts. I have a question. Yeah. I still find it funny that every feud stream has been 5 hours. Only last week was 4 hours, but
Mm.
6 questions per game, and we use more time than Jeopardy.
Yeah. Well, it's because we don't have a timer, so we have a lot. Then we
No,
have more
yeah,
thinking time.
that's true.
And then there's a lot of whining
Banter.
between
Whining
questions
and
too
banter,
about the about the answers that are on the board. Yeah, we have to count for at least a good 10 minutes of complaining.
Funny. Then again, that makes it fun to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a good show, then I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Just a different kind of hangout. So
When it will be 8 a.m. when someone needs to add facts to after every question. Yeah, that's true. Jeff needs to stop with the false rigging accusations. I know, right?
yeah. We start at 3 a.m. for me, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8 a.m. when feud ends normally.
Is it really?
Yeah, because we start at 3
Oh my
and we
god.
go for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Darn. again. Ah, it's gonna be painful next week when I start work again. Ugh.
Oh. Yeah. Wait,
2 weeks of vacation is way too short.
Because we play on. Do you work on Saturdays?
No, no, no. Luckily not.
Oh, that's good at least.
Oh, at least not normally. I sometimes I do when I want a day off during the week or a half day off. Then I will move over those hours to the Saturday. But I don't try to do that.
Yeah. Do you
Want
do a
to have my
5-day week or
weekends
a
off.
4-day week then?
5 day.
5-day.
No, my bases are Monday to Friday from 8 till 16:30.
That's not too bad.
No, definitely not too bad.
Wait, 8 to 4:30. So.
Hmm.
Oh no, it is only 8.5 hours. Never mind. It's,
Yeah, 8.5, half an hour lunch. So standard.
yeah, that's not too bad. Normal day.
40-hour work week.
Yeah.
The standard here.
Get down, please, bird. Thank you.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, all right, Patrick. Sorry, I'm gonna cut this short tonight because I don't know why.
It's
I'm just
not
seriously
a
was
problem.
falling asleep
No,
tonight.
not a problem because it's already 3 a.m. for here, so I should be going to bed anyway.
Sounds good.
I
Well,
will
you
see
have
you tomorrow or
yeah.
someday.
Have a good night.
Hey,
Yeah. If you, probably well, yeah. Well, during your evening tomorrow, we'll be playing 7 days with Thomas and Deej and Wes for a little while.
right. I will be there to watch.
Sounds good. And we'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow, man.
Bye bye.
See you later. Thanks a lot for everyone in the chat for coming by to hang out for a bit. And yeah, sorry it's a little bit shorter than usual, but like I said, for some reason I'm just falling asleep tonight. So I am gonna try and get to bed early, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night, guys. Bye bye. Thomas in the chat. See ya.